Another year, another chance to make the best of it. So last week I turned 27 and I can't believe how fast the time goes. It feels like I went from this to this in a blink of an eye. Also, I can't believe how much has happened last year because, as you might know, last year for me was really like a roller coaster. A mix of highs and a mix of lows and a lot of lessons. So let's talk about it. So last year I started the year with traveling to China with the intention to find my birth family. And on the third day of being in China, we found them. And then later on, I also met them. And I learned why I ended up in an orphanage. But I also got the chance to meet my foster family, the ones who took care of me for the first 1.5 years of my life. And I met the people who found me when I was an infant and brought me to the orphanage. And going back to China, meeting all these people, learning about my past, meeting my birth family, really put my world upside down. And I learned so much from it. And honestly, I don't think that words can do any justice of how it felt for me and what I learned. But I do know that this will stay with me forever. And this changed me forever. I also started to take YouTube more seriously and started to share this journey of finding them with you guys online. I set aside my fear of judgment and I share with you the highs, the happy moments, the exciting moments, but also my low moments, like the painful moments and the ugly moments. And I received so many messages from you on a daily basis saying how much my content helps you, saying how much you resonate with it. And reading and getting these comments really motivated me so much to continue putting in so much work for my videos. And now we have built a community of 15k strong, so thank you so much for that. And I cannot forget to mention last year my best friend and the best partner I could ever wish for went on his knees for me at the coast of a Okinawan island called Tokushiki, and I said yes and we got engaged. And when we came back from this trip, my partner and I, after many months of searching, found an apartment, and we went from living with my parents to living in our own place, in our own apartment. And then I went back again to China because I missed my Chinese family so much, and I really felt like I just had to go back and get to know them better and see them again. And on this trip, I again learned so much about them, about China, and about myself. And bit by bit, I started to slowly heal from my past, from my adoption trauma. And I took many steps in my journey to self-acceptance and self-worth. And going back to China really reshaped how I see myself, how I look at the world, and my definition of family. But during this time, I also had to say goodbye to my most beloved pet, my cat, who has been with me for the last 16 years. I still think about her, I still cry, and I still miss her every day. And I also quit my job and I found another job. But recently I quit that job too. And now I am jobless and I am job hunting again. And I felt ashamed, insecure. But I also learned that losing a job is not the end of the world. I learned that sometimes it's just not the right fit. And that's okay. But it's also really important to know yourself and to be honest towards yourself and towards other people and set boundaries. And it's okay to start over. A job does not define you. I am only in my mid-20s. I'm still young. And this is the time I should try as many things as possible. And only with trial and error can I learn what really fits me and what really makes me happy in a job. And I realized there are still so many things to be grateful for, like my supporting Dutch parents, my supporting partner, my supporting family in China, my friends, and my health, like my body, who got me through another year. I learned that when one door closes, another million doors are still waiting to be opened and explored. Everything and anything is still open to me, and at times I find this very scary, but at the same time it's also exciting and thrilling. Last year I experienced so much, both the bad and the good. I also grew so much, and slowly I am learning to choose love over fear. So here's to another year, another many failures and lessons, another million chances, and a new beginning.